Hi, my name is Leanne Short, and I am the program chair for the Optometric Technology program at Ivy Tech Community College in Bloomington, and I am a certified optician and optometric technician. So what this means, an optician, an ophthalmic technician, or optometric technician, they work alongside an eye doctor to assist in most of the aspects of the eye health process. I became interested in this field and I knew it was a good fit for me because I knew I wanted to work in healthcare and be able to help people on a daily basis. But I also knew that I couldn't be a nurse because I can't do as well with blood, guts, and invasive procedures. But I knew I wanted a profession where I could make a real difference in patients' lives, and I wanted something where every day would be different and interesting for me. I can't deal with the monotony of doing the same thing every day. Which this profession offers. So every day I got to meet new patients and talk to them about what's going on in their lives. I get to see different eye conditions and I get to solve puzzles every day because maybe a symptom one day on one patient means an entirely different thing on another patient on another day. So, it keeps me thinking and it keeps things interesting for me on a day-to-day basis at work. And also my family is really important to me. So I knew I wanted a job where I had normal working hours. And most opticians work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, with little evening and little weekends that you have to be available to work. So that was really attractive for me in this field as well. And then beyond all of that, the eyeball is just a really interesting part of the body. Even though it's really small, it's one of the most complex organs, and it really takes a lifelong of learning and education to know and to keep up with the developing knowledge about the eyeball. So that's attractive to me as well, is that you really are never going to know everything there is to know, and you can always learn and find out more. My career as an optician began in 2014 when I began working for a private optometry practice on the south side of Indianapolis. My role there began as an optometric technician. So what that means is I was responsible for running the pre-testing machines, like to test your visual field, which is the one where you see the little flickering lights and you press the clicker button to indicate that you see them so you can test your periphery. In addition to those pre-testing machines, I also perform many pre-tests in the exam lane itself with the patient, such as the case history, where I say, what brings you in today? What's been going on with your vision? The visual acuity. So you read down the chart to see the smallest letters that you can. The pupil testing, where I measure your pupils and shine lights in your eyes to ensure that your pupils are adequately and correctly responding to light and other stimuli. And extraocular muscle testing. So I want to make sure that your eye muscles are in balance and working correctly. And that's just to name a few of the things that I did in the exam lane with the patients. I was also certified to check eye health with the slit lamp, which is a larger piece of equipment that's essentially a microscope for the eye, so that you can look not only at the front really close up, but also into the eye itself, as well as find the eye prescription using the phoropter. So that's the test where you look through the big thing that goes up to your eyes, and the doctor or the technician says, okay, which vision is better, 1 or 2? Is this better or worse? Other smaller roles within my personal job title included helping patients select their frames and lenses that would work well for their face and their prescription. That's a huge role for a lot of opticians. That just wasn't my personal major role. Adjusting and repairing patients' eyeglass frames. So when they first come in, to get them so that they fit correctly, they're nice and straight. And also if something were to go wrong, to fix it. Again, that's a huge part of a lot of opticians' role. It just wasn't one of my major roles personally. I also placed orders through insurance companies. I scheduled appointments. I answered phone calls. I answered patients' questions, and I performed many contact lens consultations and gave dispensing instructions. So taught patients how to use their contacts and how to care for their contacts. After about 1 year in that role, I was promoted to office manager at my boss's second and new location downtown Indianapolis, where I perform most of the same duties with added responsibilities of actually running the office and other administrative duties as well. In 2017, I started at my current position at Ivy Tech as the program chair of the Optometric Technology program, where I now facilitate the education of future opticians and optometric technicians, as well as teach many of the program courses myself. In order to become a certified optician, I took many program courses that were offered at IU Bloomington. That program is now offered at Ivy Tech Bloomington. These program courses were the same ones that are currently offered through the program. So these are courses in optics, ophthalmic procedures, ophthalmic dispensing, the lens fabrication where you make the lenses, contact lens procedures, etc., etc. After 1 year, I received a certificate in opticianry and optometric technology. And at this point, I was able to sit for the national certification exams that gave me the letters after my name. And these letters indicate that I am ABO certified, meaning that I met requirements for dispensing, so the adjustment and fitting of the frames and lenses, eye anatomy, and optical calculations, as well as I am NCLE certified, which states that I met requirements for contact lens fitting and dispensing. One of the biggest challenges that face opticians in Indiana is the fact that Indiana is not a licensed optician state. So this means that there are no laws or regulations that govern who can call themselves an optician. What this means for optometry offices is that they have to be extra careful during the interview process to ensure that the person they're hiring for their practice is actually a trained and or certified optician. And not only are they trained, but they are adequately trained, because there aren't any standards in Indiana. Like I said, I am a nationally certified optician, meaning I took a national certification exam, which is great. That's great insurance for anyone that would be employing me, because they know I passed those certifications. However, that's not a requirement in Indiana, so that's a huge challenge in our state for this industry. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, so if you look at the Occupational Outlook Handbook, for the period of time between 2018 to 2028, so we've still got another 8 years left in this prediction, the career of an optician is projected to grow by 7%. So just as a point of reference, across all careers, it's about a 5% projected growth. So it is higher than the projected growth for other careers. And the reason that it is so much higher is because our population is aging, and we have increasing rates of chronic disease. So both of these things lead to a higher demand for both corrective eyewear and an increasing demand for eye health examinations and evaluations on a regular basis. In Indiana, opticians currently have an hourly wage of about $15.40 an hour, or about $32,000 annually, and ophthalmic medical technicians have an hourly wage of $17.69 an hour, which is about $36,800 annually. Personally, I will always work in the eye care field in one capacity or another because it is a true passion of mine. There's a never-ending potential for lifelong learning, and the industry grows year over year. Everything is always changing, and so it's interesting for me, and nothing's ever the same day to day. I believe I have been so successful in the field because of my passion for lifelong learning and the initiative that I've always taken to always look for improved solutions and ways to help my practice improve and ways to help my patients' eye health improve as well. I also strongly believe that my educational background, so the courses that I took to earn my certificate in opticianry and optometric technology, has been a major forefront in why I was so successful, because without it, I wouldn't have had the deeper understanding of how things really work so that I could make the educated decisions about any changes that I was suggesting or any procedures that I was performing on a patient, etc. So this has just been a snapshot of opticianry and optometric technology. And if you have any questions, again, my name is Leanne Short. I'm the program chair of the program at Ivy Tech in Bloomington. And a good way to reach me would be my email, which is cshort50@ivytech.edu. And that's CSHORT50@ivytech.edu. Thank you.